First of all, what comes to your mind when you hear the word philosophy? Philosophy is a systematic and rational inquiry into fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, ethics, reality, and the nature of the human experience. However, a philosopher is an individual who engages in the study and contemplation of fundamental questions concerning existence, knowledge, ethics, reality, and the nature of the human experience. Here is one example of the philosophers and how this philosopher viewed the self, which we are thus explaining about it. René Descartes. René Descartes was a French philosopher, scientist, and mathematician, widely considered as a seminal figure in the emergence of modern philosophy and science. Descartes is often referred to as the father of modern philosophy due to his groundbreaking approach to philosophical inquiry. However, Descartes is best known among philosophers for his system of methodical doubt, also known as Cartesian doubt, for obvious reasons. It is the inquiring after the foundations of beliefs in order to cast doubt upon them and, by extension, the entirety of one's belief system. The following is René Descartes' view of the self. René Descartes, "I think, therefore I am," is one of philosophy's most famous sayings. But what does it actually mean? René Descartes is known for the phrase cogito ergo sum, or "I think, therefore I am." This core belief is the basis of his self-view. He argued that the existence of his self cannot be denied because the acts of thinking, doubting, and conscious awareness are evidence of one's existence. In other words, for Descartes, the self is fundamentally a thinking, conscious being. For me, I think as we exist in reality, we may think that, why did we exist at first? I think cogito ergo sum, or "I think therefore I am," is a representation of us existing. That we exist no matter what, part of us thinking and minding everything is us existing. Even if you doubt the reliability of your senses and even if you doubt the reliability of your reasons, the two main sources for knowledge, the cogito remains true.
Descartes' concept of the self revolves around the idea of mind-body dualism. For Descartes, a human being is composed of two parts, a material body and a non-material mind. It must be noted that Descartes' idea of the mind is not different from the idea of the soul, understood in antiquity. For instance, in Plato's concept of the soul, for Descartes, the mind or the soul is superior to the body, or it is in the mind that mental states occur. This is because for Descartes, mental states, such as thinking, imagining, and analyzing, rather than the physical states of the body, such as pain, hunger, and thirst, are fundamental to our lives as persons. In other words, for Descartes, it is the mind that makes us humans. Thus, for Descartes, the mind is the real self. In order to determine whether there is anything we can know with certainty, Descartes says that we first have to doubt everything we know. Such a radical doubt might not seem reasonable, and Descartes certainly does not mean that we really should doubt everything. What he suggests, though, is that in order to see if there is some belief that cannot be doubted, we should temporarily pretend that everything we know is questionable. This pretense is what is called a hypothetical doubt. To make sure that we take the pretense seriously, Descartes suggests that there might be good arguments to think that such doubting is justified, and thus more than simply something we should pretend to do. These arguments fall into categories. Those aimed against our sense experience and our superstition, that we can distinguish between being awake and dreaming, and those aimed against our reasoning abilities themselves.
So, in the four topics that we got regarding the philosophy of René Descartes, these are the agreements and disagreements that we gave to the topic. First, in the topic about methodical doubt, we agreed on this because many people may agree with Descartes here, as they have experienced moments in life where questioning and seeking answers have led to personal growth and self-discovery. For example, someone might recall a time when they questioned their career path and through self-examination found a more fulfilling job. In the second topic, we disagree with this because people who believe that existence goes beyond thinking alone, they might point to experience of joy, love, or other strong emotions as instance where they feel more alive even without actively thinking. For example, the moment they hold their newborn child, it's the emotional connection that reaffirms their existence. On the third topic, we also disagreed because from everyday experiences like enjoying a delicious meal, when savoring a favorite dish, individuals often trust their senses of smell and taste. Without a doubt, they might argue that there are moments when sensory experiences are so immediate and pleasurable that doubt doesn't play a role in the enjoyment. And lastly, we also disagree such as others might disagree, as they may argue that constant doubt can lead to anxiety and emotional distress. For them, there are moments in life where they feel a strong sense or existence through direct experience, such as thrill of achievement or the warmth of human connection, without need of perpetual doubt. So, those are our agreements and disagreements for the topics that we got by the philosopher René Descartes.